John, I'm liking everything that I'm seeing from DDP. What kind of concerns me a little bit was this. I'm liking everything I see from Chimaev as well, by the way. Like the cardio, the working with Sam Calavita, working alongside Aaron Pico. I saw him hitting some mitts over at Jackson, at the podcast place there at Jackson in Costa Mesa. He's living his best life right now and getting some great training in a beautiful area. But with DDP, obviously, I think he's going to keep doing what he's doing. What I didn't like was I heard his coach kind of say some things that kind of overlooked Chimaev a little bit. Yeah, he does this. Yeah, he does that. And we're not really almost as if they're not concerned whatsoever.
He also said Chimaev has got terrible stand-up.
Which is not true.
It's not true. Yeah, and I was really surprised. I'm going to say it right now, and it's I have a lot of friends that are coaches, obviously. I hate when a coach starts talking about an opponent like that. I think it's the dumbest thing they can do. It does not help your fighter in any fashion. You could think he's the worst thing in the world. That's fine. That's between you and your fighter, and you keep it that way. And when you're talking about him, you talk about how great he is. Because all it does when you put the guy down is if your fighter does win, then it's like, yeah, but you said he was no good anyways. So it's like, don't do that. It's the dumbest thing ever. Yeah. Talk about all the strengths and the things that he does good. If you don't want to talk about something that you think he's not good at, don't. But I looked at the fact that his coach is coming out saying things. I think it's crazy. I think it's wrong. But this whole matchup, there's a lot of people talking. You and I obviously, we have our thing, and we've already talked a little bit about it. But I am surprised at how much people are jumping on the DDP bandwagon now after watching everything that they've watched and stuff, and everyone is going with, you know what, he's awkward, he's super tough, he's got great cardio, he's very big, he's super strong. All those things are true. You can't take them away, but don't minimize what skill level Chimaev brings to this fight, because there's no one that has figured out that puzzle yet. There's guys that have done fairly well in moments with him, but not good enough to beat him.
Yeah, this is very true. I mean, it's not even so much the coach saying what he said. I've always kind of been this person, like, as a coach, you get all the credit and all the love when I'm winning. You get all the shit when I lose. Mm-hmm. Okay, along with the fighter. But I don't need you making it more difficult for me by speaking to the media.
That's it.
And so I almost get to the point where I'm like, I feel like coaches should not talk to media at all. And if you do, it should be nothing but positive. Like, just even if you don't believe it, just say it in a positive way. Whether it's about my opponent, whether it's about me, or whatever it is.
That's it.
So-and-so is the best referee. So-and-so is the best judge. So-and-so is the best fighter that we're going to fight, this year. Like, whatever it is, talk about how great this person is. So when you do beat him, then it makes you look even better.
You've already pumped him up.
And if you don't beat him, then like, hey, he's everything that we said he was.
That's it.
He is who we thought they were.
Yeah.
Right? Like this
Dennis Green.
Danny Green thing.
Dennis Green, baby.
Right? Yeah, that's right. Like, he is who we thought he was. Right? That's exactly the situation.
That's exactly it.
In this fight, John, there's a lot of ways. Like, what I did love though was when I heard DDP say, he's going to take me down and I'm going to take him down. That, to me, after just talking about the co-main event with Urseg and him making the fight adjustments and the changes, to me, that's spectacular. Mm-hmm. To know that he's possibly going to try to wrestle Chimaev, that makes my brain think, look, I may start leaning a little bit more towards DDP when it comes to the betting lines, because John, there is a lot. I'm actually looking them up right now.
Well, what's funny is if you're going to look at the MMA world as far as fighters and people, for the most part, everyone is going on to the DDP side. You look into the betting world, they're on the Khamzat Chimaev side. So it's really funny. You've got a real split here.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't want to put their money where their mouth is.
Well,
Yeah, I don't blame him.
True.
I mean, in one of these fights, actually, the odds are actually a lot closer than when we talked last week. Right now, they've got DDP at a plus 170. You got Chimaev at a minus 205. I mean, that's really close. So you start,
no, it's not. It's almost 2-1.
I mean, that's close to me. Come on. I feel like that's close. I mean, but there's a little bit. That's close. Like this is one of those fights where I know there hasn't been enough for most people. Their sample size on Chimaev is enough. Oh, I've seen it. I believe he's the greatest. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. You're a Chimaev fan. I'm a Chimaev fan. But as a former fighter,
no, everyone will say you are not a Chimaev fan.
I know. I'm a Chimaev fan.
Chimaev hater.
I don't care what they say, John. I don't care. No, they
I
can
know
all
you're not.
kick rocks.
I know you're not.
I love watching him fight. He's fun. I think he's great for the sport. Yeah. All of these things. He's not quite fire on the mic like Habib, and has the quirkiness of Islam, but he's not a Conor guy. But I love when he gets the mic. But when he gets the mic, he owns it.
Yep.
That's something that's very difficult to do. Like that's difficult to do. You get that mic in front of 18,000 or 15,000 people. You've got to say the right thing that resonates with 18,000 people in that arena and the millions watching at home.
You got to do it right now.
And I think, honestly, he's done a great job of that. But DDP's he's going to have to make some adjustments throughout this fight. And I think Chimaev's going to have to make some adjustments out of this fight. The fight, to me, though, is going to be decided, I think, probably in those first 2 to 3 rounds.
I agree.
They're going to have to, whoever wins the first 2 rounds, or not the first 2 rounds, but 2 of the first 3 rounds, I think is going to have, obviously, he's going to have a lot more control going into the championship rounds. As in, they're going to start feeling it. I feel like they're going to start to take over during that time.
That's the real question, because I think if you asked everyone straight out right now, who wins the first round, I would bet that 99% are going to say Chimaev.
Yeah.
So 1 round down, let's say it goes to Chimaev. So if he wins the second round, now you're saying he's going to want to control, where most people are going to say, nope, this is where DDP starts to come up, all that cardio. Maybe Chimaev starts to get a little tired. Now things start to switch and change, and it's absolutely possible. That's the way that fight could play out.
Here's another takeaway, and I didn't know this, is that DDP, when he first came into the UFC and was fighting, he had something really wrong with his nose. He had the nose situation fixed, and he's like, it's night and day. He's like, I can breathe. I don't feel tired. He's like, maybe I look a little bit tired. He's like, but I don't feel as tired going into rounds 3, 4, and 5. He's like, before, he's like, I knew I had to push. He's like, but I couldn't breathe. And look how far he got that way. And now, I know it's cleared out. I know he's had success, since being champion. But he is shown, like, I think it was the Darren Till fight. Remember how tired he looked in that fight?
Absolutely.
I was like, how in the hell was this guy even up here fighting these guys? This guy looked exhausted.
He looked exhausted after beating the piss out of Till. Yeah. It wasn't like he was the one taking a lot of damage. He got tired beating on him.
Yeah. And he got tired. And then, obviously it led to him. He won.
Yes, he won that fight.
Yes, he won. Yeah, he ended up beating him at the end. Yeah, or in the middle. What, end of set? Did he go?
No, went 3rd round, I believe.
Oh, gotcha. But yeah, look, he's one of those guys that when I take a look at him, I think to myself, he's going to be difficult to finish. His grappling is really good. Chimaev is a fantastic wrestler. Chimaev's going to have to dial it in coming into the fight. Like you said when we talked about this last week, it's that whole governor situation. Yeah. Don't do too much. Understanding you got 5 hard ones against a really tough guy who's very durable, who's good at scrambles, who can wrestle a little bit, not at your level, but can wrestle a little bit. And he's got good grappling. His submission game and his grappling is pretty damn good. And just really, herky-jerky on the feet is going to give me some problems, some issues, punches coming from angles that I'm not used to sparring with people like this. True. It's hard to emulate the herky-jerkies, and that's exactly what he's finding. Finding a training partner like that is going to be difficult, and it's already too late because they're fighting next week. But having a guy like that inside the cage is going to be difficult to deal with, especially as
if Keith Jardine wasn't making movies and stuff, people would be hiring the hell out of him for DDP as their opponent.
I could see that. I could honestly see that. This episode is brought to you by BetUS. Make sure you guys YouTube 150 for the promo code. Also, Element, use the link in the descriptions down below. Any product you buy from there, they will send you a bonus package of product if you use our link down below. Element's amazing, man. I love it. And I want to say thank you, man. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support us.